And I love that instead of getting the subscription, you say, you know what, I'm gonna go buy a 6-pack of car washes. And you usually wait until there's a sale or something. And so you're getting them even at a better rate. Buy 4, get 2 free or something like that. So you're getting it at a better rate. And then you just have them. So when you're ready to actually get a car wash, which needs to be more than you currently get a car wash.
Hush up now.
You
mind your business. You mind your business.
Then you have your car wash, packs available.
Welcome. This is For Better and Worth,
The podcast where we don't believe you have to sacrifice your relationship while you grow and build your net worth.
We are your hosts.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Ericka Young. And we're so glad you're joining us today.
All right, y'all. Let's get into it.
Hey, honey. How are you?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm good. I got my little latte. I was feeling like I needed a little pick-me-up. And so...
Girl, you say you always need to pick me up, but you talking real soft today.
Don't start with me. Don't start with me, okay? I'm about to be...
Hey, honey.
No.
How are you?
Nope. You always say I'm loud. And so...
I want, before we get into this, welcome back, people, to the For Better and Worth podcast. We're so glad to have you tuning in with us.
And as I sit back, so I'm not loud.
Whether it's on, an audio platform or YouTube, we thank you for joining us.
Yes. Glad you're here.
Sometimes you are a little loud, I'm sure the people, if they could raise their hand while we're talking, they might confirm, yeah, she kind of loud when she talks.
I'm loud, okay? And I don't make any apologies for it, okay?
It's all good. It's all good.
Love me or leave me, okay?
Well, they say it's cheaper to keep her.
It is so much cheaper to keep me. I promise you. I save you money every day, but
yes,
if something were to happen,
it's not.
I would make your life very expensive.
That sounds like a threat. Come
Stay.
on.
It's cheaper to keep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway. Our last episode, we talked about long-term marriage.
I know. We gonna be here for the long term.
I thought you were gonna pick the pen up.
Sometimes making sure we last is about the threats.
Jeez. In other news.
I love you, babe.
I love you too. So yeah, but I think we're gonna get into a topic today that it's really funny because there are commercials out that are talking about this exact thing. And we were not on the same page when we were just talking about it.
Ooh. What were we not on the same page?
We weren't on the same page with like the numbers.
Oh yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
So but I remember the day when we all used to have cable.
Back in the day.
Yeah, cable TV, you subscribe to cable and you got all the channels. And then you would add on like the premium channels, HBO, Showtime, Cinemax. And now you got to have like internet-based TV, either, YouTube TV or Hulu or something like that. And then everybody has a subscription.
Yep.
It's crazy.
And you know what? We forgot one.
What?
The main one that it started with.
Oh, internet?
No. Netflix.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. So we were sitting over here talking about how many subscriptions we have. And I think we typically will undercount. Like we think that we are doing better than we are. And so both of us forgot a few different subscriptions.
Both of us named subscriptions that the other one hadn't accounted for.
Right.
And Netflix is like, that's how it all started.
How it all started.
Netflix started with that subscription, and then Hulu and YouTube, and now everybody, if you want to watch anything or a show, and I just basically watch shows on demand when I have free time, but everybody requires you to have a subscription to their particular channel, which previously it was all included in cable. I'm almost ready to say bring cable back.
I know.
Put it all back together and just make it one.
Little bitty $7.99, $10, $15. I'm tired of it. Like they do all add up. Okay.
It adds up to the cost of cable.
Yeah, it does.
Or satellite or whatever we used to utilize. Mm-hmm. So
But it's trying to make sure that there isn't a monopoly. Like this is capitalism at its finest, is what it is.
But you know, there's other subscriptions and that people have, and I challenge people who are listening to start. I know people are already calculating. Like as you're listening, like, well, wait a minute, how many subscriptions do I have? And as I'm talking, you forgot something already. Because like there are clothing subscriptions, lifestyle subscriptions. There's this one for men. I don't even remember the name of it, but it's just like they send you like cool man stuff.
Cool man stuff.
It's
Is
just
that
like
the name of the box?
That's not what it's called, but it's
when
like
they come to your door, it say cool man
it's
stuff.
like cool man stuff. It's they might send you a knife or a hatchet, or they might send you
a hatchet,
some cocktail.
They gonna mail you a hatchet in the mail?
Some cocktail like glasses that are heavy.
I've never heard of this.
I'm gonna subscribe to it when I remember. I'm gonna subscribe.
So this is how this all started. Is I was so proud of myself at the top of the year. I canceled a subscription that was no longer working for us. Right. And I was like, okay, this is good. This like frees up the mental space on what I'm doing with that subscription. It was a food subscription, and I was like, I don't need to do that. And so then I was like, okay, great. That was getting expensive because you out of your promotional period. And so I was like,
it freed up grocery funds so we could spend money, somewhere else.
And so I was proud of myself. And then
you immediately replaced it.
Hush up. The winter apocalypse occurred, and it has been freezing. And I cannot take my dog on the walk.
This is a setup.
It might be a setup. I don't care. But I couldn't take my dog on a walk. His anxiety has been increasing, which means he's annoying sometimes around the house.
His anxiety increasing
whining
causes my anxiety.
Does it?
To increase. Well, I don't get anxious. I just get like annoyed.
Oh, yeah, that part.
Yeah.
So you know what? So I subscribed to a box for the dog with toys and treats. For you, honey.
This don't make no sense.
It was for you, babe. Because you said that it makes you annoyed. And so I don't want you annoyed. You know? I'm just like touching you and, I just want you to be okay.
It's funny how after all these years, it's like a little kid just trying to
pick at you.
I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you.
But for you, it's always this dog. Okay. But so I wanted him to have some toys because if he can't go outside, he needs to be able to play. And we're not great about the toys because he just tears them up, honestly, like the stuffed animal type toys. So I will have I changed it because I needed to be the more indestructible toys for him. Mm-hmm. But
you changed the subscription profile.
I did. Yeah.
Okay.
So
I just think it's interesting that
everybody,
this is where we're at. We have subscribed to a dog box subscription, and it's fun, and it was really cool to get. I don't know who's having more fun with this, you or the dog.
Both of us, honestly.
Okay. And well, I think as people are listening, you need to get a piece of paper out while we're doing this episode and start writing your subscriptions down. Because doing them off the top of your head, it's not going to work. Because you're going to miss some.
Yeah.
Sure.
So on the budget. So this is the first thing that I went and did is just on the budget. Because I don't know the date that they all come out on. But the budget does. And so I just went to the budget and I was like, oh, here we go. All of these things, blah, 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 blah. And wow. First of all, most people have about 8. Like on average, it's around, 8 is a good number, right? And so we added ours up. What does it turn out to be now, honey?
Like 10.
It's 10. And we let go of one.
I'm going to circle back and I'm going to see what we can let go of.
I know.
Because when I hear that, I start thinking like, oh, that's $10. That's $8. That's $15. And they all keep going up. And then there's others, depending upon the type of subscription, they could be hundreds of dollars.
Well, the food one is consistently I mean,
you can buy, clothing boxes shipped to your door, try it on, send it back. You can get, meals sent that you have to cook and just, they've taken all the guesswork out of it. So, I mean, a
or
lot of them
meals
are
that you don't have to cook and you throw it in the microwave.
right.
You can have all kind of. I mean, there's boxes of personal care items. There's boxes of just anything. I mean, and honestly, listen, the one subscription I
Okay.
probably will not give up. Do you know what that is? Like, never. Like, it'll last the test of time.
A subscription that we currently have that was on that list that we went through. Oh,
Yeah, I'm addicted.
uh, I don't know.
Audible.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, well I think that's a good subscription to have though. Because you're a big reader and I mean, I don't need, well, I guess you could call it
It's
reading. Is
reading. Okay, I am
you're a,
consuming content just in a different
big
way.
you're a big listener.
So what's funny is,
I mean, you do what works for you because
yeah,
you can focus that way.
yeah.
I mean, I know I used to spend a lot of time in the car driving and stuff and I would listen to books. Then, and I got a bunch of books on my desk. I've been reading.
And hack, I just let you in on my account, so you listen to books on my account.
Right.
We do
Right.
not pay for 2 audibles. Like if you
No
want to
way.
listen to a book, because it doesn't make sense. You're not gonna listen to as many as I probably
No.
will. So
And I just log into your account and I get the books I want.
I'm like,
and I
this is a
listen
good
to
one. You
them.
got to read it. So yeah.
And if you've already purchased it, then I
Right.
can just listen to it and
Yep.
it works out. So then when I find ones I want, I can just listen to them as well. So
Never going away, honestly. Audible, if you're listening, I want to make sure we maybe we need to do some commercials.
yeah, we Audible. If you're out there, we're open to a
I
sponsorship.
know that's right. Come on, come on.
So
But I think this
just
is
like if there's anybody out there from Costco, we're big Costcoers. Hit us up.
yeah. Do those count?
What?
Our Costco subscription.
I don't know. It's not
a
the same.
membership.
It's a membership because it's a one-time annual fee.
Yeah.
These others are monthly recurring
Yeah.
subscriptions that you have to pay for ongoing. So I think it's different, because these subscriptions, I think people can go awry with it.
Yeah.
Because like we didn't even know totally how many there were. We were in the vicinity and we are on top of things.
Yeah.
So imagine someone who isn't as on top of their budget or isn't as aware of what's going on. I think about people like, there's a lot of gamers out there and they make in-game purchases and stuff like that. That's almost like a subscription.
Yeah. Well, and you probably, I mean, I'm sure there's a myriad of ways that they are starting subscriptions. That's the honest truth. Like it just is, even, with a subscription that we actually have that the business pays for is just how we track our money. That's actually a monthly fee.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true. Well, I'm not counting the ones that are on this side. I'm counting the ones on this side.
But that's the thing. Like it for folks, it all adds up, right? So like if they're wanting to like track their money with a tool, most of these tools are not free unless you're just going to use Excel. You know what I mean? So people are making subscriptions out of everything.
And I think this is a perfect example of if you have a goal or a bigger thing that you're trying to work towards, here's the first place to start. Because maybe Audible won't go away. But there are a lot of these subscriptions that if brass tacks, if it came down to it, we could let go.
Okay, so
we could do without.
What is the first one that you feel like you would let go of?
Probably some of the like extra like television subscriptions.
Yeah.
I would get down to like the basic thing, like we have Hulu. I would just maybe stick with Hulu and just say, hey, whatever they have is what I have.
Yeah.
And anything beyond that, I could.
And honestly,
I could cut.
That could save us $50 a month.
Right.
So when you think about it, some people have this strategy where they only pay for one subscription that they know is the one that has all the stuff that they typically want. and then they do the free trial, like the monthly, the 1 month free trial, and then they binge watch whatever they want, turn it off, and then go to something else. And that's a strategy. I mean,
that's actually smart sometimes.
You know what? You're milking the game.
But that's why Netflix and all these other subscriptions started cracking down because, oh, you get a Netflix account and I get this other account, then we share passwords.
Right.
Now Netflix is like, I need to know your IP address.
Yeah.
And if it's in different places, it won't work. And just like we talked about Costco, just like Costco, people were doing that. Oh, you buy a membership here, take my card, you can go in. Now Costco was checking IDs.
Yeah.
Like you go to the door, you got to scan at the door, which was never a thing you had to do. But they're like, click, look, oh yeah, that's you. Come on.
Yeah, they making sure
they crack down.
They are. You know what subscription I saw recently that had me tripping out? I was like, oh my gosh. Doggy daycare.
That's not a subscription.
I promise you. I got the email, and then I walked in when I was.
I hope you deleted the email
when I was taking Bear in, and I just was laughing because they were like, "Oh, bring your dog 5 days a week, or 5 days a week, or twice a week, or 5 times a month, or 10 times a month, or 15 times a month, whatever." They have subscriptions for the amount of times that you want to bring them, and you can just bring them anytime. Using that subscription. I was like, but see what it is here, it's genius. Subscriptions are genius because the company is charging you routinely, every single month. And they know it makes their revenue easy. It makes their revenue easy to predict. Yeah. And if they can increase the amount of people who are in the subscription, it just solidifies their monthly revenue.
Yeah. They definitely can forecast.
I get it. Get why they're doing it.
But I think that we as consumers have to start asking ourselves the question, like, is this something that we have to have? Because for me, it's always about saying yes to the bigger things that matter most. And we get caught up, like, I know how life goes. You know, you get up early. I know for me, I usually wake up early, go to the gym, and, come home. I immediately, get to work, have calls, or, if I'm traveling, have meetings and things. By the time I make it home, I'm worn out, and I just want to crash out, and relax. And then that's when you start to partake in some of the things that might be subscriptions, be it, a show you want to watch, or Audible, you want to listen to a book, or any number of things that people might subscribe to that brings them some sort of relaxation. But that's where we have to start asking the question, like, how important is that versus saving that extra $50 a month? Like you said, if we cut some of those things out, it's like $40-$50 a month. And that might not be a lot, but you can't despise small beginnings when you're trying to get somewhere, because small things add up to big things over time.
And the other thing I was going to say is, okay, so case in point, is gym membership a subscription? It's every month.
And I'm going to change mine.
I was going to say, so this is a strategy.
I'm going to change mine.
You can change the level at which you are participating, because if you aren't utilizing all of the services at that level, you can change it.
I said
we have like what you call the premium at our gym, so we can get all the services.
Yeah, but I'm gonna change mine,
and we don't.
I use 3 things at the gym.
I do. Sometimes I do use it, and sometimes I don't.
Yeah, I use 3 things at the gym, and it's cardio, it's weights, and it's sauna.
Yeah.
And that's included in the basic membership.
And you don't do the other stuff. I take the classes, but I only probably do it a couple times. I'm like 2 times a month. Like not often enough probably to spend the money on those classes. So it's interesting because that made me think you and I potentially could cut our gym membership cost in half. Or is it
I think it's more than half.
Is it?
Yes.
Well, then that's something for us to look at.
Yes.
We found our thing.
Right. I mean, I'm going to start thinking about just cutting some stuff just because, like, I like to enjoy life, and people know that, I'm always progress over perfection. I want you to enjoy the journey, but I also like saving money. So it's like, if I can find a way, your boy might get at it.
So here's my thing with these monthly subscriptions to, like, the movie stuff. I feel like I'm paying to take a nap. If it's after like 8:00 and I'm watching TV,
that's a personal dilemma.
It is a personal dilemma. And so, am I wasting money?
I think that's just that's a you thing.
Can we talk about how many times we have said, "Oh, we're gonna watch a movie. We're gonna watch a movie." I fall asleep.
And I'm like, hey.
You keep watching, and you know what? That annoys me. Okay.
Your eyes open over there?
That's not nice. Just let me sleep, dude. Just let me sleep. And then
you watch every movie twice.
I do. So the next day, if I have a break, or if I at lunchtime, or if I'm just checking
or in the
email,
early evening,
I will just turn it on and be like, all right, where was I?
Right. Then I always see like, dang, you fell asleep at that point. I don't think it's a waste of money, because it is, time for us to connect.
You use it. You use those way more than I do, like consistently and routinely, to actually get the benefit for us. And sometimes I look and I'm like, do I like anything on this particular streaming service? Is this, and I struggle with that.
Yeah.
I struggle with that. So I do think it's a value. It's a worthy exercise to look and see what you really use, and maybe even test, turn it off. You can always put it back on later, but test and see if you miss it.
I think it might even be a good idea, like, if you had 10 subscriptions, to say, how can I cut this in half? Mm-hmm. Say, I'm not going to get rid of everything, but maybe I'm going to cut this in half or by a third, and say, what can I live without?
Yeah.
And just cut some of it off, because I found myself, like, I was cleaning my closet out, and I was like, man, I haven't worn this in this amount of time. I pulled some stuff out, was like, it hasn't been worn. I'm going to put it over here. I'm going to donate it so it can go to someone who can utilize it. It's in good or great condition. Why am I holding on to it? Mm-hmm. When I was running out of space, when I had some clothes sitting on the floor in my closet, like, these shouldn't be here. They should be somewhere else. So I was like, I got to make room.
Right.
And I think that's what this is doing. This will make room for what matters.
So I thought of another subscription. This is crazy. And you're not paying
for it. Okay.
You're not paying for it. The company is paying for it. Your car wash.
Well, hold on. Don't bring my business into this.
No. It's everybody's business, because other people might
have car wash.
They have car wash membership.
Yeah.
And you have often said to me that I need to get one so I can get my car washed more often.
Right.
And so what I do instead, because I'm not a person who's really good about,
you buy 4 or 5. You buy a wash book.
I'll buy the wash books.
Yeah.
Because then I don't feel obligated every single month or every 2 weeks to go and get a car wash, when if it's inclement weather, I'm very choosy. And I was mad. The last time I actually get a car wash, it snowed the next day, and it was, like salt everywhere and all of this, and my car was dirty again. And I'm like, that was a waste of money.
You're getting excited, Joe. Your volume is going up.
I'm sitting back. So anyway, that was a waste of money. You know what I mean? I'm excited.
I'm just messing with you.
And I'm loud.
I'm just messing with you.
I own my loudness.
It's all good.
I own my loudness.
It's all good. But I think that's a good hack, in a sense.
Yeah.
We like our hacks, because if you can find a good hack and apply it to your life, you can accomplish some goals. And I love that instead of getting the subscription, you say, you know what, I'm going to go buy a 6-pack of car washes. Mm-hmm. And you usually wait until there's a sale or something. And so you're getting them even at a better rate. Buy 4, get 2 free or something like that. So you're getting it at a better rate. And then you just have them. So when you're ready to actually get a car wash, which needs to be more than you currently get a car wash.
Hush up now.
You
mind your business. You mind your business.
Then you have your car wash, packs available.
So I did unsubscribe from something last year that was pretty expensive, actually. So I think I shifted the way that I work out. Mm-hmm. And I had,
oh my God,
for
yes.
many years,
yes, I just realized when you said you were canceling that, I was like, yes. I mean, I still want you to work out and stuff like that, but I was like, this is expensive.
It was quite expensive. It was just a gym that,
that was
group fitness. And so, but
that was you talking about premium.
It was.
What we have right now is low budget compared to that premium membership you had.
But that was the other thing, is I bought class packs for different places around the city. So for a place that has dance, I did class packs for, like, I loved bars, so there were a couple of places that I bought class packs for that. Or I'm sort of a gym gypsy.
I think you're illustrating something though. You're illustrating how easy it is to get caught up with memberships,
Yeah.
because if you're doing things that you like and enjoy, it's easy to say, you know what, I want to subscribe to this because I enjoy it. But at the same time, you're giving, some good advice on maybe you don't do the subscription, you buy a series of classes and go and utilize that.
Yeah.
And then when you exhaust those, then you can re-up.
I actually recommended it to our daughter, and so she canceled her dance membership at one place, and then she just bought class packs to save her money because she was paying a premium price. I'm like, girl, you 25. Why are we doing this? And so she shifted because she realized, she was like, I don't need to do this anymore. And I'm so thankful that she found that light for her, because we all have to figure out, is there a thorn in our side where it concerns some of these subscriptions?
I think the only place I've done that where I bought like a batch of something is like I go to the chiropractor and I'll buy like a pack of visits, so I can get an adjustment, and it's at a favorable rate versus I come just randomly and they charge me a little bit more. So they were like, we'll give you 10 visits at this rate.
Oh, interesting.
And it was at a better rate than if I just showed up, And so I was like, okay, yeah, I'll do that. And then I can go when I go.
They charge me monthly on that.
That's why I bought the pack.
That is why, because you didn't want to do that.
Because I don't go all the time, and I want to go when I want to go, but I want to get a better price. So I said, well, let me buy the pack, and then I can come when I want to come or need to come, versus you trying to bill me monthly, because I don't need another. That'd be like our 12th subscription.
Well, I have it. It's just on it's on our medical card.
Yeah.
Right. So I have it.
That's the thing. But that's why you make sure you go as well.
That's right. I got my appointment next week.
Yeah. But I think this is something easily that people could fall into the subscription trap. So so as we think about this, how would you say people can make it worth it to not get caught up in the subscription trap?
I think it's two things that I would say is pay attention. Pay attention, because I'm a financial coach. You are a finance enthusiast. And until today, we didn't really know how many subscriptions we had, right? And then it's, like I said, it's easy to forget. So I just think pay attention to detail. And that is, I think it's huge, because knowing that we have like 10 that's
crazy.
Like, we're above average there, honey.
That's crazy.
So yeah, pay attention. Pay attention to your numbers. Look at your account. What about you?
I'm about to cut these subscriptions in half.
Oh, Lord. Wait a minute. Which ones?
I say, look, to make it worth it, I feel like because I am aware, my eyes have been opened. And because your eyes have been opened, I'm pointing to you that are watching or listening, you've got to do something about it now.
Yeah.
Don't go around with 10, 12 subscriptions. Like, make an effort to trim that down, because I just want people to put money. People find money to spend on what they want to spend it on.
Yeah.
And if you need to spend money or something, like, we've talked about in the past, reducing debt or saving, for purchases, or creating an emergency fund, or even investing. This is ways to find some of that money.
Right.
So I would say make it worth it by, cutting some of those subscriptions down. You don't have to get rid of all of them, but there's some that I'm certain each person that's listening could say, you know what, we could get rid of this, or this, or this. Then you got 3 or 4 that you've gotten rid of, and don't take that money and start to go out and eat or consume it some other way. Put it to some good use.
And I think the other thing too is just making sure that you are intentional, because if you and I can sit and find $50 a month, that's $600 a year. And you kind of want to think about, like, what am I going to use that for? So the opportunity cost, what am I missing out on because I'm paying for this on a regular basis? I just thought of another one that not
my
us,
God.
not us.
I was about to say, I'm about to start hitting my head on this microphone.
No. No, one more that is absolutely ridiculous is, can I say the name of the restaurant? Piata. They have a stick subscription, like the Piata sticks.
Oh, really?
You can pay for that every month, like $5.
Oh, Panera has a coffee club subscription.
Where you pay every month?
It's like $8 or $9 a month, and you can have unlimited coffee at Panera.
Crazy.
The subscriptions are everywhere.
They are everywhere.
Yeah, come on in, get $9. Come in. Buy this coffee.
And you think, oh, it's not a big deal. Not a big deal.
Right.
Oh my gosh. I'm like, Piata sticks? For real? Now they're delicious. But
yeah, no, I don't.
What? So anyway, you know what? There's a subscription for everything, and I think we just need to push back.
Yeah, push back. Because I'm literally gonna write them all down, and I'm a review.
Okay.
We're gonna have an audit.
Oh, goodness.
A subscription audit.
Yikes.
I'm gonna get a clipboard. I'm gonna be like, nope, nope.
I'm gonna let you lead that effort, but the one thing I'll say is
don't mess with Audible.
You can't mess with Audible, but I already paid for the doggy box for 6 months.
Yeah, but don't pay for another 6.
Don't put it on. Turn off the auto pay.
Yeah.
Turn off the auto pay.
Turn that off. He gets 6 boxes.
And that's it.
If 6 boxes of toys is not enough for you, bruh, get a job.
Well, this has been good, honey.
Yeah. So until next time.
We're out.
Thank you for spending some of your time with us today.
We appreciate all of your support. So be sure to subscribe, rate, and review us wherever you listen to this podcast.
You can find us on Instagram at For Better and Worth.
And sign up to receive our free guide, The 7 Reasons Your Money Relationship Isn't Working with Your Partner, on forbetterandworth.com.
Until next time, we're out of here.